Play full game. Entering team select screen. The Jacksonville Jaguars, the home team, are selected. Ready.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and our focus goes to Trayvon Mullen, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Raiders and the Jags, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Entering play call screen. Return middle. Return left.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down, so this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Entering play call, coach Sig, on plan, player, formation, play type, RPO, run, pass, run. Inside, AHP blunt dive. Inside zone split.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Entering play call, inside handoff. There are 7 categories. You have 50 options. Out, play type, RPO, run, pass. With pass, Y stick. Cross button. Triangle button.
Now Carr.
Square button.
Man open is Keelan Cole complete.
Entering play
They
call.
get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
R1 button. Square
To throw
button.
is Carr.
R1 button. R1 button.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The Raiders sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed his team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cross button.
Now a play fake. Carr rolling to his left. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Counter weak pitch. Outside handoff, inside handoff, AHP blunt, inside zone split. AHP blunt dive.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Barkley inside handoff, able to slither by. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Carr going to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his 2nd season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. There you go. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Young.
R2
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Entering play call, play type, there, personnel, there are 8 categories, play type, there, run. Inside handoff, AHB blunt dive.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Barkley. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the 2nd drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Pass. With pass. Y stick. Stick. Y stick.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. To throw, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
There are 6 categories.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bilal Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Max Crosby is really starting to get his due around the league as one of the best young pass rushers in the game. 25 sacks in his first 3 seasons.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now here come the Raiders. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They begin with a run by Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
FD power. FD dive.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Pass. With pass. Y stick.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Triangle button.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Entering play call, coach kick punt, inside punt land. There are 8 player. There are 8 formation. There are 8 categories. There I form single back play type. There run pass quick Y stick. R1 button. Triangle
Corner
button.
throw for it on
R1
4th down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go do this. Let's get it done. Put a little aggressive, baby. Get something together. It's one baby. Come on, baby. Get low. Let's go now. Let's go. Now. Ready? Hey, we're good.
Triangle
Carr
button.
now on first down.
Triangle button.
Catch made. It's Moreau. And he'll
Entering
go down
play
at the
call,
26,
pass,
following a gain of 6.
We have 13 options.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here
Play
early on
height,
first quarter,
run.
haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways
Inside,
for this
PhD
team
blunt
because,
high.
number one, you throw the short game
Inside
until they
zone
stop
split.
it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, here's Barkley. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Goalpost. Hail Mary. Goal. Shot save block. Goalpost.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Cross button. Triangle
Now Carr.
button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle
He'll look
button.
downfield for Waller.
Triangle button.
It's incomplete. Took a
Entering
shot,
play call,
couldn't connect.
There are 6
He's got one
categories.
touchdown
We have
pass
3.
already in this
Play,
quarter,
run.
obviously looking for number 2, and
Pass.
definitely not playing the check down game.
Hail Mary. There are 6 quick pass. Y stick.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
R1 button. Square button.
They'll look to
R1
throw
button.
here.
R1 button.
The throw
R2
taken in
button.
by Cole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
MTNHB plunge. Spacing. MTNHB plunge. Circle button. Cross
Snap
button.
comes at 1, and it's
Triangle
Carr.
button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Square button.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Entering play call. Ace slot. Wing pair. Formation. I form. Single back. Play type. Area. Special. RP. Run. Pass. Option is set to shotgun pass 1. Option is set to Hail Mary free play. Option is set to screen pass. Option is set to play a post Y cross.
On play action, it's Carr. Steps away. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
There are 6 categories. You have 6. Play tight. Run. Counter weak. Pitch. Inside handoff. Inside zone split.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Down to about the 45.
Entering play call.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Circle button. Circle button. Square button.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Play call. Y stick. Run. Pass. Run. QB run. FD run. Draw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Circle button. R1 button.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Draw. FD run. QB run. Inside handoff. AHB. Inside zone split.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff to Barkley. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Inside handoff. There are 7 categories. You have AHB blunt dive. AHB blunt dive.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Entering play call. Go on plan. There right. Player. There right. Formation. There. Play type. There right. Personnel. There right. Play type. RPO. Run. Pass. Quick pass. There. Y stick. Circle button.
Carr going to go on fourth down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive.
Personnel, there are 1 RB bar 2 key bar 2 WR, 2 RB bar 1 key bar 2 WR, 2 RB bar 3 key bar 0 WR, 3 RB bar 2 key bar 0 W, 2 RB bar 2 key bar 1 W. Special teams, 1 RB bar 3 key bar 1 double, wing pair, empty and AHB plunge.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Cross button.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Entering play call, stretch alert, AHB dive alerts, stretch alert lookie, pass print HB flat, stretch alert lookie,
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Triangle button.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Entering play call. Person 1 RB bar 1 RB bar 3 play type. There are 8 categories. Special RPO run pass with Hail Mary goal post.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Cross button. Triangle
Throwing
button.
now is Carr.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
There goes a deep ball. End zone.
Triangle button.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Y-stick.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Circle button. Circle
Now
button.
Carr.
R1 button.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Cole. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Entering
Colton
play
Miller,
call.
former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Play run. Pass. Personnel. There are 8 categories. Play type. There are run. Pass. With standard pass. Shotgun pass. Comeback goes inside cross spot. Inside cross.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Circle button. Triangle button.
Now Carr.
Square button. Square button.
And he'll get this
Marching
underneath,
button.
dropping it off for Barkley. It'll be a
Entering
gain of
play
5.
call. Shotgun
And they're going to
pass.
face an
6
uphill battle here on
categories.
3rd and long.
Options.
It's funny,
Play
throughout the
type,
time that we've been
run,
together, when we talk with
pass.
running backs about the ability to catch the
Personnel,
ball,
there are 8
their eyes light
play
up when they
type,
talk
there
about
are
open
8
field
shotgun
and having
pass,
one-on-one
play
matchups,
action
don't they?
Yeah,
pass.
they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw,
Those
shedding
white
those
cross.
tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Cross button.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
R1 button.
Out to his
R1
left.
button.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to
Entering
throw,
play
so he
call.
just tossed it away.
Suggestions.
But
There
that
are 8
brings up
categories.
4th.
You have
I see the
12
surprise in your
options.
face
Not
there,
be
partner.
selected.
That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, here's Agnew. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
There are 6 categories.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Entering
only able to gain
call,
a couple there. 3rd and 7
there
now.
Are 6 categories.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Way to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys,
Entering play
can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24.
R2 button.
The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
Counter.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. And there you go, Charles. A guy you liked an awful lot coming out of college, I know, making the stop behind the line.
Yeah, I thought he had the best instincts of any linebacker I'd seen in about the last decade. Crashed together with some tremendous athletic ability. Not bad for the first month of his NFL career.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Circle button. Circle button.
Here's Carr.
R1 button. R1 button. Cross button.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Entering play call. Play run. pass, run. QB run.
Get something together. We gotta be big time now.
Inside handoff. AHB blunt eye, MTNA, QB run. Option is set to undefined.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Entering play call, QB run, there are 7 play type, there are RPO, run, pass. With pass, Hail Mary. Goal post.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
R1 button. Triangle
They'll set
button.
up a throw.
Triangle button. Cross button.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
Triangle button.
And he knocks the ball away and it
Entering
falls
play call,
incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
4-4
their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
6 categories.
No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Lawrence will throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Coach suggestions.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Safe man right. Base lock right.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
R1 button. Square button.
On first and 10, here's Carr.
R1 button.
They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Entering play, Y stick. Cross button. Square
on
button.
first down, Carr. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
R1 button.
Carr's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Entering play call, Y stick.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
Circle button. Triangle
Carr
button.
going to throw.
R1 button.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Carr going to go on 4th down. A
Button.
desperation heave for the end zone.
Cross button.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it is the Chargers out in front as those two creep towards halftime. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Yeah, maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. A second fake. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the draw, Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
There are 6
and the big fella
categories.
stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Alert, alert.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Cross button. Triangle button.
Carr.
Triangle button.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Circle button.
Now Carr.
R1 button. R1 button.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Inside cross. Spot. Red. Y option wheel.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Triangle button. R1 button.
Carr now to throw.
R1 button. Triangle button.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They begin the drive with Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This will be a 34-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So a second field goal here in this third quarter, and this one gets us back to level.
Ooh, I like when you do it that way. We got to start talking about the push story. 2 drives, 2 scores, that's a plus. But we also know that they're going to need to find the end zone if they want to win this game.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Recent play, personnel parallel, formation, single, hey, go line, gun, weak, play type, run, pass, shotgun pass, play action pass, converts, a post Y cross.
Play action. Now it's Carr. On the move to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Entering play call, converts, a post Y cross.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr rolling to his left. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Entering play call, play, run, counter, there, pitch, outside, inside handoff, AHB blunt dive, inside zone split.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Cross button.
Barkley inside handoff.
R2 button.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
Entering play call in AHB blunt dive. Empty and AHB plunge. Inside zone split.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Inside zone split.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Press button. Triangle
Carr now on third and goal.
R1 button.
Able to shake him off.
R1 button.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Coach on plan. There are 8 categories. Player. There are formation. There are play type. There are run, pass, quick, stand, shotgun pass, play action pass, coverts, a post wide cross.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Steps away.
Triangle button.
And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Entering plate, run. Counter, error, pitch. Outside hand, inside, AHP blunt dive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Entering play call, inside, play, RPO, run, pass. With Y stick.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Square button.
Now call.
Triangle button.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Lloyd in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Pass, run. Inside handoff, AHP blunt dive.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Cross cutting.
Now Saquon Barkley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On play action, it's Carr. Out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play shot, standard pass, quick pass. Y stick. R1 button. Triangle
Carr
button.
going to go on 4th down. Out to Cole on the right side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, now hang on here, because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Entering frame, instant replay, resume, quick game is options, coaching. Pop-up, medical center is selected. And player name K. Fackrell. Player name B. Nichols. Position Ray. Injury type shoulder strain. Injury length 2 quarters. Injury length. Injury length 3 weeks. Injury type abdominal tear. Position L. Player name B. Butler Jr. Player name A. James. Player name D. Perryman. Player name C. Jones. Player name B. Nichols. Player name K. Fackrell. Player name B. Butler Jr. Player name A. James. Player name D. Perryman. Player name C. Jones. Player name S. Barkley. Player name M. Kaiser. Player name S. Barkley. Position HB. Injury type torn labrum. Injury length TBD. Entering franchise screen. Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Old Blitz 1. On plan, there are 6 categories. Defend medium pass. You have 37
The Jacksonville
options.
offense set to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 37 options. Cover one robber is selected.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 37 options. Cover one robber is selected.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coach suggestions.
Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Logan Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at the 33. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raiders now set to get the football back. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
13 plays, you have 4 options. Passes select. Coach suggestions. Recent plays. Personnel, there are 8. Play type, there are 8. Quick pass, there are 6. Play type, run. Inside handoff, AHB blunt dive.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's Foley Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
AHB blunt empty outside handoff. Play type, RPO, pass, special, pass. Stem, X slice, U cross.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Cross button. Square button.
Here's Carr to throw.
R1 button.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Play action pass. Havertz. A post wide cross.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is third down and 12. On the move to his left. And that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
You have 12 options. Conta selected.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
These
guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second down and a run by Robinson. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
Pass. You have 37 options. Cover 1 robber is selected.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Player, there are 8 categories. Gun plan, there are 8 categories. Throw it medium is selected. Throw it medium. Curl combo. T-drive. Drive. Gun plan. Player, there are 8. Formation. Play type, there are 8. Run. Pass. Play act. Havertz. Potassium.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this...
Entering franchise. Instant replay. Resume. Quit. Option. Coaching. Pop-up. Medical center is select. Offensive. Medical center is selected. And player name Keith. Player name B. Nichols. Player name B. Butler. Player name A. James. Player name D. Perryman. Player name C. Jones. Player name S. Barkley. Injury type torn labrum. Injury length TBD. Entering
Score
play
game
call.
here in the
Defend
fourth.
medium pass. You have 37 options. Cover one robber is selected.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. Complete to Jones. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd down and 7. Now Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
Entering play call.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Pass. You have 37 options. Cover one robber is selected.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From midfield now, Lawrence. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Cover one robber is selected.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play call.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Ready, break.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell.
Entering play
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Actions, cover one.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Play call, run, counter, pitch, outside handoff, inside hand, AHB blunt dive.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Still 1st down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
AHB blunt, MTNH, play type, pass, special, RPO, run, RPO, special, pass, quick pass, errors, Y stick.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Lost button.
Carr.
R1 button. R1 button.
And incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. The throw taken in by Cole. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Check, check. Block it, block it. Alert, alert. Strike.
From the 22, Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Ready, set.
On first down, Lawrence. Fourth, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Way to go.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Suggestions. There are
He had to
6
fight
categories.
for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here we go.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to complete this to Chenault. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now Lawrence on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Play call,
and when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
There are 6 categories.
Come on, set.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On the ready.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Caught on the slant. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Xander Horvath, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Entering play call, 60 pinch.
Break.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a timeout, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. The Raiders heading out to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Play call, play cut, personnel, Ferrari, play, run, pass. Quick standard, shotgun pass, play action pass, Havertz. A post wide cross.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Square button.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rolling to his left. Catch made. It's Moreau. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball's going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Second down at 5. Again, it's Robinson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On third down, Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Pinheiro is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic first down.
Entering play call, coach Trias Kaizon.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hand off now to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So Carr and the Raiders now down 17-14. A little over 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Option set to play action pass 62 plays. You have for coach drive flood. Recent plays. Error. First play formation player. Error. Unplanned error. Coach suggestions. Recent plays. Personnel error. Play run. Pass. Play shotgun pass. Stem. Quick pass. Hail Mary.
Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And
they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Jacksonville, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.